Happy Thursday and welcome to the You Good Podcast, the podcast where oversharing is encouraged and the thoughts get real. I am your host, C-Rod, and today we are taking a step back from mental health. With the season upon us, we are going all in on football. That's fantasy, that's reality, that's our favorite teams, favorite players, favorite moments, draft night chaos, whatever it might be. So let's grab your foam fingers, set your lineup, and let's get into it. Nick and I are here to kick off episode 8, and while we usually start with our gratitude segment, we are skipping that today. But if we did have one, it'd be that football is finally back. Summer's officially over. The kids are back in school. Fantasy baseball is winding down, or some of us didn't make the playoffs. And our baseball teams are falling apart like the Yankees. So obviously, we need something to get our spirits up, and the NFL is here to save us. Nick,
let's go.
Good morning. Football is back. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's great. Pumped. I mean, I'm glad football's back. Not happy about my team, but
well, you're a Colts
we'll
fan.
Get into that.
We will get into that. We've got a great lineup today, and by lineup I mean the cast that is joining us. Preston is back, making his return again to the co-host seat. Preston, welcome back.
Happy to be back.
And also hanging out with us for the first time is my boo thing, baby mama, girlfriend, Callie. She's not here as a quote-unquote official guest, but she is here to essentially give us a female perspective on all things football. So, Callie, welcome to the podcast. How are you feeling today?
I am great, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Happy to have everybody. A small little family.
Mm-hmm.
With that, we have a lot of different teams on the line. I know that our listeners can't see, but we're all wearing our favorite sports teams' jerseys or shirts, except for Preston. Real quick, everybody knows that I'm kind of a Ravens fan. My lineage comes from being a Miami Hurricanes fan at first. Following that through college, I got into NFL football late. And my favorite player of all time, Ed Reed, when he got drafted, he went to the Baltimore Ravens, who at the time also had Ray Lewis. And I never looked back. My fandom has not changed. Ever since Ed Reed got drafted, I have been a diehard Ravens fan, even though we don't really have too many Miami Hurricanes left in our squad. Nick, how about you? Who's your favorite team?
I'm a Colts fan. It will get I know we're gonna get into it, but a lot of that has to do with Tony Dungy going from Tampa to the Colts in 2002, I think, and then Tampa goes and wins a Super Bowl. So it's been real easy to go back to being a Tampa fan, but I'm like, no. I made a decision to be a Colts fan. They also had Peyton Manning, so it made that pretty easy.
So you were a Bucs fan first?
Yeah. So my dad actually played in the pep band when the Bucs first started. So my mom and my dad were Bucs fans. My mom's still a diehard Bucs fan, season ticket holder. She's a huge Bucs fan. Been through it all. Saw Vinny Testaverde, Steve Young on the bench. But yeah, no, I was a Bucs fan before a Colts fan. That was kind of like by default, I didn't have a choice. And then Tony left. I really got into football when he was the coach of the Bucs.
Okay.
Mike Allstott worked on Trent Dilfer. I could probably Derek Brooks. I probably could go on.
Yeah,
Hardy
Derek
Nickerson.
Brooks is a beast.
There's a lot.
No, that's crazy. You had the opportunity to keep the fandom
easily.
going.
I easily could have been like no, but I easily could have jumped ship from the Colts in 2002 and never looked back. But no, I've never looked back. I've been a Colts fan since then, and it's been pretty tumultuous since Andrew Luck retired.
Hey, you had Peyton, you had Luck, fun. You had some good years. Preston, how about you?
Yeah.
Bucks fan, of course. Always been a
Why?
Bucks fan. Even when I lived in Illinois, I was a Bucks fan.
Yeah,
So-
so that's why I ask why, right? Because you weren't born in Florida. I know you lived here for a while. You don't really now. So why the Bucks?
Yeah, so a Bucks fan before. So yeah, lived in Tampa for 10 years. Was a Bucks fan for about 10 years before that. The reason being was because once I first started getting into like actually playing football, like as a kid, one of my coaches was like, "Hey, this is a position that you're going to play. You're going to play safety. You should really watch. You should check out John Lynch." And I was like, "Okay, who's John Lynch?" So I and this is kind of like pre-YouTube days, right? So there's no like all these compilation videos. So I had to really kind of dig and watch a lot of ESPN
Compilation, not
compilation. I've always mispronounced.
We're not complimenting anybody.
Compliment. Well, I'm complimenting John Lynch. Okay.
Fair enough.
Shout out number
Fair
47.
enough.
Did I tell you that Morgan Wallen walked out of that concert wearing number 47? By the way, do you remember that?
I thought he had a Baker Mayfield
Oh, in
jersey
Tampa?
on.
Well, he had
Oh.
multiple nights down there.
No, you're right. It was John Lynch. You're right. You're right.
I say that because you've made fun of me multiple times because I've repeated that multiple
I know.
times.
I know.
Anyways, okay. So
Last but not least, Callie, tell us your disgusting team.
My team's not disgusting. It's the Dolphins. And I only a Dolphins fan because I was born and raised in South Florida. So,
No backstory.
not really. I
Yes.
mean, my dad watched Dolphins.
Okay.
I watched it with him.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Do you know who Dan Marino is?
Yes, I know who Dan Marino is. He's from Ace Ventura.
He's from Ace Ventura.
best tackler since Joe Montana.
So we've seen a lot of football, right? I mean, we're in our 30s now, going into our 40s, and we've watched a lot of football. I like to kind of think about some of the best moments sometimes that either I've been to or just watched at a game, because there's so much to compare from like what we've seen and what we've gone through to maybe what we're seeing now, what the present is. I kind of always compare it to like, I wish I got to see Michael Jordan play when he was in his prime, but we were so young by the time we saw him play. He was, old and retired. So I kind of like still cherish the moments that we've seen and know like, hey, this is now history. It may or may not ever happen again. So obviously my number one best football moment is going to be when the Ravens won the Super Bowl, right? There was so much behind that. I was in my 20s, so I remember it. I wanted to go, but I couldn't afford it. Ray Lewis was in his last season. He miraculously comes back from an injury using deer antlers or elk something, I don't know. But then there's the Mile High Miracle, which is played over and over again, where we beat Denver and Peyton Manning in Denver on a last minute toss to Jacoby Jones. Rest in peace, he's no longer with us. And all the way down to the Super Bowl against the 49ers, the Harbaugh Bros Bowl, whatever you want to call it. I can't say their names. Going down to like the Harbaugh. Going down to the last play, the last stand. The lights go out at halftime, and then the 49ers come back and make this run, and it's like I said, Ray Lewis's last game, essentially Ed Reed's last seasons with the Ravens before he left. But one of the things that stands out to me is when we were in high school, there was a 2006 NFC divisional game. It was in the playoffs, and it was Saints versus Eagles. Now, this is Reggie Bush's rookie season. His quarterback is Drew Brees. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Reggie goes out to the flat to catch a screen pass. As the pass is coming from Drew Brees, one of the Eagles defensive backs, his name is Sheldon Brown, he reads that play, and he lights Reggie Bush up like I have, to this day, still never seen a hit like that. In today's football, that hit is probably illegal somehow. Probably won't again. And Reggie Bush was down. He had the wind knocked out of him. They showed replays of that over and over and over and over again. And that is just one play that It has nothing to do with me or my teams, but it was one of the hardest hits that I've seen that I'll never forget. Do you guys remember that play?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, dude folded him.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, Callie, I'm going to go with you first. You probably have the least football watching experience, but is there a moment or a game that maybe you went to that you remember that kind of sticks out to you?
Yeah, it wasn't a game that I went to, but it was the Miami Miracle.
With Gronk?
It was the Patriots, the
Yep.
Dolphins. It was the lateral passes back and forth, and
Yep.
we ended up winning. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Wait, I thought
Nice.
what wasn't? Oh, the miracle wasn't the Patriots; it was the Dolphins winning.
It
right?
was the Dolphins.
Well,
yeah.
we were down, and then we did this lateral thing, and then they touched down,
The hook
and
and
we ended up
ladder.
winning against them.
That's a good one. That's a good. I
Old
do
hook and
remember that as
ladder.
well.
Yeah.
A lot of losing for the Dolphins, but when they beat the
Yeah.
Patriots, everybody cheers.
Yeah, and that was, when Brady was on the team, so it was a huge thing for the Dolphins fans to win that.
Preston, how
Beat
about
the
you?
goat.
What, favorite game?
Favorite moment?
Gosh, favorite moment. Probably, Bucks win the Super Bowl in 2003, right?
The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
02.
Yeah, I had 02. I had a friend that was so upset because he was a huge Raiders fan. And I remember we had a big watch party in his basement, and he stood up on the table and ripped his shirt off. I think when it was Dexter Jackson, got his third pick, I believe, of that game. And yeah, that was probably my favorite moment.
They do say that Bucks defense is one of the best ever.
Oh, I think 11 starters on that defense. I think 9 made it to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, but do you know whose defense is better?
This year's Bucks, I think, is what you're trying to say.
No, the 2000 Ravens.
Okay, they're
Ravens. Dude.
Yeah.
The Ray Lewis team.
Everybody knows. Go ahead, Nick. Close us out with a moment.
The 06, well, technically they won in 07, but it was the 06 Super Bowl for us Colts.
Yeah, that's so annoying. I hate how the
but
season's
Dungy did
one
it
year,
again.
but the
So
championship's
Dungy built that incredible defense down that won that 02 Super Bowl, and then his defense won our Super Bowl. We had 5 picks that game
against
People
the
forget
Bears.
that. Yeah, 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 dude. It was 5 turnovers, but yeah, dude, it was.
Well, that game too was the one that Devin Hester opened up
Opening
with a
kickoff.
kick return.
Oh my god, dude! I lost it. I was like, "Oh well, this is." I was at my fraternity house, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck!" I'm like, "This is gonna fucking suck." Like,
I was rocking my Devin Hester jersey during that game. I'm not gonna lie. Another
I'm sure you were, dude.
alum and one of the best punt kick returners of all time.
Probably the GOAT.
Didn't he chase a cheetah at Busch Gardens?
One of those,
he raced a cheetah at Busch Gardens. I think.
Probably.
Yeah, that makes sense. In one of those shows, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll have to look that up. Are you sure that you're not confusing that with Tyreek Hill, also known as the cheetah?
He's the cheetah, but no.
No, I believe I think Devin Hester actually raced a cheetah at Busch Gardens. I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure that happened.
Where's our Jamie when we need him?
Yes, exactly.
Jamie.
I've never understood that reference. What?
You don't listen to Joe Rogan because Jamie is his producer. They talk about things and then he pulls it up on the screen so then they can see it. It's great. It's quite nice.
So you're trying to get us sued by Joe Rogan? That's fantastic.
I know. I'm just referring to Jamie. I didn't know you didn't know that. I would have done it earlier.
I feel like there's some intellectual property theft there. I don't know.
How so? It's just a reference.
I don't know, but I'm going to throw one last wild card in there since I am wearing the 2-0. Eagles, Ravens. Ravens were up by a ton. Nick Foles, fourth quarter. Ed Reed intercepts the ball in the end zone, runs it back for, at the time, 108 yards, but they later corrected it to 107 yards. Thus, breaking his own previous record of 106 yards interception return, which I am very happy that in 2009 I went to the AFC wildcard game in Miami against the Dolphins, and right in front of me I got to see an Ed Reed pick six in a very boring Matt Stover field goal game because the quarterback was Chad Pennington and Joe Flacco was a rookie, so there was no offense. But getting to see, the legendary Ed Reed do his work in person, again, just moment in time that I'll never forget, because what is it? 1/3 of the earth is covered in water. The other 2/3 are covered by Ed Reed.
Yeah. Oh, wow. You did that. Okay.
Nick, let's talk top favorite players of all time. Top three.
On my team or not on my team?
You can give me your on the team and then maybe your three that aren't on your team.
All right. Peyton Manning is my number one.
Sure.
Obviously. Reggie Wayne, your boy.
Love Reggie.
Number two. And then current player and our running back, Jonathan Taylor. That dude is phenomenal. And
I wish he'd stop getting hurt.
I think we're doing him such a disservice with who we've had being his quarterback. So
a quarterback,
yeah.
Except for Joe Flacco.
No. I would honestly, if we had Flacco right now, I would be like, okay, we might be okay. But right now I'm like Richardson, and then now Daniel Jones, because Richardson, his finger was sideways.
Say it again.
Daniel motherfucking Jones. So we're going to see if it was, just the Giants being terrible or if he was really that bad. But he's
Giants fans are rejoicing that he's no longer in New York.
I mean, they got, five quarterbacks and Russell Wilson and...
Yeah, I mean, they still don't have anything much better.
And Jameis Winston battling it out for QB1. So,
I will...
At least I know. I know
he's entertaining.
It's Richardson's until he loses it, but, I mean,
yeah.
He probably won't be there. Like, he's hurt all the time. So...
Yeah. Well,
my buddy was like, why was he even playing? I'm like, because he's only played 15 games and he needs the experience. What do you mean? Like, he's terrible. But whatever. Like, he's athletic, so let's draft him. That's
what most teams do these days.
We ruined him and Pittman. I'm telling you, Jonathan Taylor and Pittman deserve so much better than we've given them.
So you made some pretty solid picks in Manning, Reggie Wayne, very well-known stars.
But they were
three outside of non-Colts.
Yeah, the outside. Growing up, Warwick done because Florida State and then Tampa. I mean, that's just. Plus, he's a great person, like just a genuinely good dude.
Do you know him?
No, but he's built houses for single mothers. It's like a known fact. As well as I guess Randy Moss would be another one, and then I idolized Deion Sanders growing up. I thought playing two ways and baseball, I was like, this guy's the greatest thing on earth. So it was Neon Deion, bro. Like, and I didn't mind the Flash. I could have done without, but it's don't get Deion without that. So
listen,
like it is what it is.
We got Deion at age 37, and he's still, I don't know, I think he had 5 or 6 picks that year and was still a game changer from the defensive perspective.
Yeah, nobody was thrown over there if they could avoid it.
Top 3 favorite players of all time. Doesn't have to be Bucks, can be, doesn't need to be.
Top 3 players all time. Well, 2 of them are the Bucks. One of them is going to be a Patriots player. Sorry, Callie. It's not Tom Brady. Number 1 is going to be, already mentioned him, John Lynch. Because you get hit by John Lynch, you stay hit by John Lynch. Number 2 is going to be Warren Sapp.
Great player.
Terrible
person. Great player.
Also, I believe had an addiction to buying rugs at one point, with spending $100,000 per rug. Different discussion. What? But anyways, other one's going to be Wes Welker.
Ugh.
What?
Yeah, I know.
He's in my frat.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, big Wes
South
Welker
Dakota
fan.
State.
It's crazy to think that Wes Welker was on the Dolphins, and they just let him go for nothing. Go ahead, babe.
They do that
Top
a
three.
lot.
Oh wait, Preston, did you have three that weren't on the Bucks, or are those your three?
Oh no, those are my three. Wes Welker was not on the Bucks, so only two of the three.
Right.
Well, I only have one.
One player.
One favorite player.
One favorite.
Aaron Hernandez.
No, oh my
gosh.
It's Marshawn Lynch.
Are you asking? Or?
Oh.
No, I just
Her favorite player. She doesn't even know his name.
no.
The guy who eats
I know
Skittles?
His name. It's just I always screw his first name up.
What team was he on?
Nice.
He was on the Raiders.
Okay, what other team was he predominantly known
Oh,
for?
the Seahawks.
There you go.
That's right. Sorry,
Definitely Marshawn.
but he's someone that I would rather hang out with. He looks like he has a fun time anywhere he goes, and that's why he's my favorite. But did you guys see him? He was at
Get
the Bucs
arrested?
Stadium. No, when he was at the Bucks and he was in the pirate ship and messing around, and oh my god, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was
And
funny.
I think it was a show he was
scared
doing.
him, so he ran away.
Yeah, the cannon
Yeah.
shot on. He freaking booked it.
I mean, if you have one favorite player, you can't go wrong with Beast Mode. That electric run. I mean,
should have handed him the ball. He would be a champion.
Yep.
Should've
I
handed
actually
him- Tom would only have 6. That hurts so much. I hate Tom Brady.
I actually met Marshawn Lynch.
Really?
Yeah, we went to Kelsey. My ex was from Seattle, and it was the year after one of the Super Bowls that either Seattle or Denver won. It was week 1, a rematch. It was Denver versus Seattle, Peyton Manning, Russell Wilson, Marshawn, all that, the Legion of Boom. Fantastic experience going up to Seattle, and that fan base is truly the sixth man when it comes to just having that energy. And when we were leaving the game at the airport, we're in regular general line, and who walks up behind us? None other than Marshawn Lynch. And we're sitting there in security, and Kelsey's like, I think that's Marshawn Lynch. I'm like, you're right, that is Marshawn Lynch. And so she turns around and she asked him for a picture, and he actually said no, thank you. He didn't want to take a picture. So I don't know if she gave him daps or shook his hand, and I just said, hey, great game today. And he was like, appreciate that. But as chill and as cool as you would imagine he would be.
That's pretty sweet.
I bet.
Yeah. So great pick, Callie. Great pick, Callie. If I actually almost had Marshawn Lynch on my list, so that's funny. So when we look at my top favorite players of all time, if I'm talking Ravens, which we know we are, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Sizzle, Terrell Suggs, just absolute game changers, especially on the defensive side. I have always been a defensive fan. When I played in high school, I played not tight end, defensive end, right side. And it was just always something about back in the day watching those players get hit, go after them, just those dogs on defense. And that was fun for me to watch. It's a lot different these days because you can't even play defense. So the money maker is the offense. Most people love these offensive players these days. But for me, it was back in the day that just the shutdown defenses. So when we're talking non-Ravens, my absolute favorite player was Brian Dawkins. I know it sucks that he is an Eagle, also number 20, just like Ed Reed, but same thing. That dude could cover. That dude could hit. He was one of the first jerseys that I had in high school. I used to rock the black Philadelphia Eagles jersey, which is a dope alternate. Nick, just like you, Randy Moss, he was in his prime when we were growing up. Watching him play on the Vikings was amazing. I mean, anywhere he went, we all hated when he went to the Patriots, but they put on a show.
It's a verb.
Yeah.
It's a verb.
You get mossed. You get mossed. And controversy aside, Mike Vick. Mike Vick on the Falcons was
Philly.
so electric.
Even what he did when he came back.
Yeah, he was very productive in Philly. And like I said,
didn't he throw like 550 yards and 5 touchdowns like his very first game back with Philly?
Probably something crazy like that.
I'm sure it was a lot.
It was nuts to watch, especially back then. What he was doing, Lamar Jackson things, 20 years ago, and everybody loved number 7. The black and red, the red and black, the red and white, whatever it might be. I know that we were all playing Madden and using Mike Vick. Only a few of us had the same choice or picks. I guess it was just Randy Moss and potentially almost Marshawn Lynch. So I appreciate you guys sharing that. Last question here before we kind of wrap this up. Best NFL stadium atmosphere that you've been to, or if you haven't really been to anything crazy that you want to visit, Preston.
But I haven't been to I've only been to 3 different NFL stadiums. Raymond James, obviously, lots of different times. Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis.
Edward
terrible.
Jones Dome. Is that the
Where
old
Rams?
St. Louis Rams?
St. Louis Rams, yeah, Edward Jones Dome. And then whenever you and I went to Jacksonville to watch the Ravens and the Jaguars play. So
you've seen some shitty
yeah, I have not been to very many. The best game.
The stadiums themselves are terrible. Those, all of them were terrible.
The best game or the best atmosphere that I've ever been at obviously has been a college game, but NFL, I've only been to three different places. Raymond James though, whenever we're on that Miller Lite deck, when we get those tickets, that's a fun time. That's a fun time.
Yep. Shout out to our friend Daniela she works for the Bucks and she used to hook us up with these awesome tickets that were like right on the corner of the end zone. And we went to Ravens Bucks, right? And we watched the Ravens destroy the Bucks when they had Tom Brady and all. So that was probably a great atmosphere for you. I agree.
Oh, well, we went to one of the games that Ryan Fitzpatrick, whenever he was starting over Jameis Winston, and I think he threw his 3rd straight game of 4 touchdowns and threw another 75-yard touchdown to, oh gosh, who was it? Played for the Ravens. Oh gosh, what's his name? 75-yard touchdown.
Rashad Perriman?
No. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I just forgot his name.
He was a wide receiver that played for the Ravens?
Yeah, played for the Ravens and ended up playing wide receiver for the Bucks.
I can only think of Rashad Perriman.
I can't believe I just forgot this guy's name. Wow. Anyways,
that wasn't Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson, it was. That was that game was absolutely crazy. Lost that game, but it was a crazy atmosphere because Ryan Fitzpatrick was being Ryan Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic. Yeah, buddy. Who people say that you look like, and I can attest and agree to that.
I've gotten that a lot. Yep, I've gotten that a lot.
I was lucky enough to go to Kansas City for the Ravens Chiefs back in 2018, I believe it was. It was like the first or second time they had met in the playoffs. Mahomes was still brand new to the league. So was Lamar Jackson. Close-ass game. It was like 4 degrees out, but the atmosphere in Arrowhead is true to, what people say it is. The tailgating was amazing. The people were super nice, even though, I was decked out in my Ravens gear. We had a lot of friendly banter. I think me and my dad were like 12 rows up from the field, and it was just an amazing game back and forth. It was actually like one of the first games that Patrick Mahomes did his now infamous no-look pass, where he's looking one way and throws it to the other. I remember sitting there and it's like winding down to halftime and the Ravens got to stop him and they're about to get a sack and he makes this no-look throw. I'm like, holy shit, I'm pretty sure he wasn't even looking that way when he threw the ball to Demarcus Robinson, and sure enough, they played it back over and over and over again on ESPN, the no-look throw, and we went to overtime, and it came down to a Harrison Butker field goal, but again, another crushing defeat for the Ravens, 27-24. But again, the atmosphere of Arrowhead was incredible.
Yeah, I bet.
How about you, Nick?
I've only been to a few NFL stadiums as well. Jacksonville, Atlanta, Tampa, Miami. I think that's it.
Okay, so mostly Florida. The
I've
new Atlanta?
Most, yeah. No. No. So like Tampa, I like Tampa's atmosphere. The people are cool. I like the ship. Jacksonville's cool because of the people. The stadium's shit, but the people are great. Like I like their Duval crap. I mean, their team sucks so bad, and they are the hardest going fans for the crappiest team. And I kind of respect them. Like the fans.
We'll talk about this next week, but I absolutely hate the Duval chant.
I think it's. I think it. I mean, they own it, dude. I mean, even though I think they're in clay, so it doesn't really make much sense. But they might be in Duval. But
I didn't know when we went to that game. I did not know what they kept saying. I kept hearing that over and over, Duval, and I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, it's their chant.
It's their county, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's their county.
That was a fun time.
Duval
Really,
County.
really fun tailgate right before that. There was a guy I remember that had a trailer with him that basically had an entire bar set up with all kinds of different liquor and everything. And Chris asked me if I wanted to go to this game, and I didn't know what we were getting into. We're like, oh, we're going to drive, 3 hours from Tampa there, and we're going to drive right back. And much crazier tailgate than any Bucks game that I would have been to. I will say that.
Oh no, they're nuts. The last time I was up there, it was I think it was the last time. Not the last time, but one of the times Jacksonville was in the playoffs and they were playing Buffalo. So it was a Buffalo and Jacksonville tailgates, and I was like, this is incredible. The tables for the Buffalo fans. I would love to go see a game in Buffalo, like in the snow. I think that would be amazing. I think
that volunteers shovel the snow.
Yeah, if it's free tickets, why not? Like if all that's true, why not? Like, experience the whole thing. Just
dude,
is that what they give you, free tickets?
That's what they used to do. Like if you shoveled out your seats, you would get. I mean, obviously not the ones that are already taken, but like if they had tickets, they would. If you help shovel, they'll give you tickets.
Dude, I want to go to a game and experience I love extreme weather condition sporting events. I'm not a Packers fan whatsoever. However, I would love to go to Lambeau in sub-freezing temperatures and watch a football game. That to me sounds absolutely.
Lambeau would be great too.
Just do it one time. Just absolutely freezing cold. Preferably that would be in an NFC championship game against the Bucks, right? But just
it means you would have to go there though. You would be away.
You'd
have to be the underdog. You'd be like a wild card. They win their division and you're wild carding it in, so you got to go visit them.
Fair enough. That's fine.
I see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
No, Lambeau would be awesome.
Baker's pretty good, dude. I could easily see you guys making playoffs and that happening for sure. That offense, pretty dang good.
Have you been to any NFL stadiums or atmospheres that you loved or want to go to?
The only ones I've been to was the Dolphins Stadium, the Bucks, and then the Raiders because we were just there for.
Well, you didn't see a football.
No, it wasn't football, but we saw the building, I guess, because the building from the outside looks awesome.
And the atmosphere inside was crazy because it was WrestleMania, but that's something different.
Yeah. but I didn't see a game there, but we walked around and the building was nice.
Yep. Well, preseason is upon us. Football is almost here. And with preseason coming to a close, that means we are drafting fantasy football teams, right? Have you guys done any drafts yet? I personally have not had any drafts. No. Okay. Still a little too early. Yep. How many leagues you in, Nick?
Do you really want to know? It's been a ridiculous amount for a very long time now. I'm in 6 regular leagues. I have 1 dynasty, and then I'm in the pick'ems, straight up and spread, and I do the survivor as well. So I.
So what is that? 9?
Yeah,
9 total. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
10,
I'm in
maybe it's 10 with because I do the spread and the regular, so that's 2 different ones. And then the survivor, 10, and that I come back.
No, I used to be the same way. At one point, I was in 7 standard leagues, and now I'm down to 5. I actually had that down to 3, but I joined 2 more because that's what happens. Everybody's like, "Hey, you want to join another one?" You're like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll join it." So I'm now in 5 leagues and 1 pick'em. Callie, you're in 2 leagues and 1 pick'em? Well, you're not doing the pick'em.
I'm not doing the pick'ems this year now, so just 2 leagues.
2 leagues, and how about you, Preston? Are you just in the 1?
1 league now. Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. I've never done more than 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so you better win, but if that's the case, then never mind.
I mean, I'll do the DraftKings weekly thing every once in a while. I don't count that as a league, though.
No, that's not a league.
Yeah,
that's not a league.
That don't count. Weekly obligations is what we're talking about here.
Oh yeah, weekly obligations. That's been 1 league for a while.
Callie just had to walk away to her daily obligation because Carter won't shut the fuck up. Hopefully, his screaming and crying is not getting picked up on this microphone because it is.
I haven't heard it once, so I don't think
that's good. But he won't stop. He's such a baby, So, anyways, the unheard of 1 league, which is nuts.
That's crazy.
I've been playing for almost 20. I'm coming up on 20 years. 2007 was my first year. I have been blessed. I don't know if blessed is the word, but in 20 years, I have won 6 football championships. That's probably not a lot, especially in 20 years. Sadly, I come in second a lot. I've come in second 7 times. Championships 6. But the nice thing is 4 of those championships. Now, Preston and Nick, I know that we're in a league together, and I suck in that league. But in this other league that I'm in, I have won the championship 4 times in just that 1 league. I've won 2 leagues in the same year, only 1 time. I won Callie's league and another league. And then I've won back-to-back in the same league 1 time. And I like to think that I know what I'm doing, but I know that I don't because I know there's people who have won a lot more championships. So how about you, Nick? How long have you been playing? How many championships have you won?
I think I'm into over 20 years. I was playing in high school. Playing fantasy in high school. I won 3 just last year. So I've won a lot. I don't really remember how many because of how many I'm in so many. It happens.
Yeah.
I won my dynasty. I've won my dynasty 3 out of the 4 years. 1 back to back, and then I won the last year. So I'm like, one alone. That one alone covers most of my gambling. But,
what's the
for
payout?
Real, shoot, I think 1,100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
For first. So
What's the
that's
buy-in?
Great. 250. I think it's 250.
Hefty.
It's a dynasty, so I mean it's year round. It's if you need to, they'll let you pay it off over the course of the.
If you had to guess, do you think that you spend at least $1,000 in dues a season?
In just football,
Yeah,
close.
just football.
It's close. I don't ever count it because it's not. It's one of those obligations, I've already committed to it. So, but yeah, it has to be. It has to be. I'm just thinking really quickly, just 3 of them that are over 100 plus that one. So
yeah, I mean, plus my 2 or
it might be right around 1,000. I kind of probably budget for that because dude, Cleveland, that bill is stupid.
Yeah,
like that. That's the most expensive one for sure.
So we have this buddy who runs all of these massive leagues, and I just know that like at the end of every football year, he's always showing me all his payouts and all the money and the envelopes because he like mails this shit, the stuff.
I won
winners.
that before.
Yeah,
I won the Super Bowl squares before from him.
Yeah, he's just constantly gambling and running all of that.
The Patriots Super Bowl that ended 3-3.
Yeah.
I want to say the Rams, was it? Patriots Rams? I think it was them.
Is that the snow game where they kicked field goals?
Because he lined up to kick the field goal and he shanked it wide left. And I had 3-3 in the squares, so I had won the third quarter, and if they didn't make that field goal in the fourth, then I ended up winning like $4,600. It literally paid for my Magic tickets.
Preston, have you won any championships?
Yeah, I think I've won 4, I would say, over the past probably 20 years.
Were you always, before you were in my league, were you always just in like one league? Did you have like a long-standing league with from back home or something that you left? Or
yeah, long-standing league from friends back home. I had we've been in that league for a while. That one ended up breaking up. I finished last place in one season, then ended up winning the championship in the very next season, and then the league kind of disappeared after that. So
did the commissioner take the money?
No, definitely not. I probably got paid that money, but I mean, those dues at the time were like $10. It's not like the $200, $300 leagues that we have now, right? Again, this is 20 years ago. It's not like, so.
Well, yeah. I am proud to say that my boo has multiple trophies in our room that I'm looking at. Callie, tell us how long you've been playing and how many championships you've won.
I am actually coming into my 10th year. And I have won 4 times in my league.
It's a 40% conversion rate.
There you go.
And I constantly beat her when we play each other.
That's not 100% true.
It's not true at all.
No.
She always beats my ass. I always lose bets to her.
Yeah.
I won our league. Didn't I? I've won our league.
You won last year, didn't you? The Family and Friends League?
22. No, I won Family and Friends 2, but I won
No Fun League?
The No Fun League in 22. I forgot
Really?
I actually won
that. Also,
but yeah, I'm just looking back like right now. I'm looking at 3 championships within the last, like I said, last year. But then further on was 3 since 22. So 6 just since 22.
Did I ever win the No Fun League championship?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
I doubt it. You typically usually come in like last place.
Okay. No. Okay. So this is something that I did want to talk about. When I first joined this league, I was coming in hot. So I remember I got like 2nd place, 3rd place, right at the very beginning, the few years. But then you started having your kids pick the draft order, and they started picking me 7th every single time, and I've just been downhill from there. But I came in hot at the very beginning.
You are correct. So I'm looking at it now. 2018, you came in second. 2019, you came in third. 2022, you came in second. And that's all I see for it right now.
Okay.
So you're right. Nick, you have never... Oh, Cherry. Yeah, 2022. Well, you won a league that I've never won, so... The highest I've ever placed was third, and that was one time. 2 times. In, what are we at? 10, 11 years now? So I'm just there to run things. But I do have the tradition of letting my children do the draft pick order. They are not biased. Typically, when they do it, they can't read. So
no, they're very unbiased.
One would beg to differ. One would beg to differ.
Tegan literally pulled me almost last and then second. So I mean, it really is not biased. Speaking of, Callie, would you want to draft? You want to switch spots in the friends and family? I'll pick last. I have no problem with that.
Let me think about it.
All right.
Just a room full of winners. I think the funnest thing for me winning a championship is having a trophy or a belt or something. In our league, well, in one of my leagues, we have a championship belt. It looks like, a wrestling belt, and it's massive in gold, and I got to hold that baby for almost 3 years. And I know that Callie, what do you guys have, or did you used to have?
We used to do trophies, but I don't.
Trophies, yeah.
I think it's just cash now.
Yeah, I know trophies. I've seen people do trophies where they like change the faceplates out and they mail it to each other, but I just feel like that's so much in shipping. Like I know how big of a hassle it was to get the belt to and from the winner. Do Preston or Nick? Do you guys have any trophies or anything in any of your leagues?
No.
Not anymore.
Never got to hold the hardware.
I have in college. Me and my fraternity brothers, we used to rent out like bars, and we had a belt. So
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Wear it around town.
Right? Yeah, bragging rights for the whole year. That's the fun part. Is just having that physical thing. Actually, I did have one for my I do have one for my dynasty. Now that I think about it, I do.
Trophies, bragging rights. Those are definitely some of the best parts. Callie, what's your favorite part about fantasy football?
Definitely winning. I love the cash prize. But it's, I don't know, the whole thing's a lot of fun. I have fun with it. Whether I win or lose, I've won first place, and then the next season I won very last place. Yep. So
that's how it works.
And when you don't win, I guess essentially it becomes a social circle. I know that I lose a lot. I run a few leagues. We talked about the stress of being a commissioner in some of these leagues with these children that you have to manage and commission. But the social aspect, like some of my fantasy football leagues, like that's the only time I talk to some of these friends is like during football or fantasy, the fantasy season, and it kind of keeps me in touch. Do you guys have anything different that you love about fantasy football? I know we kind of mentioned a lot.
No, not really. It's about pretty much what we've covered. I do like the social aspect of it. I do tend to win a lot, but that's just a lot of luck. There's a lot of luck involved. Where you draft, how lucky you get in those drafts, those guys not getting hurt, making good trades, not dumb trades. So, and then the waiver wire. Most of the time you win on the waiver wire. I mean, it's just how it is. Early on, you take a flyer on somebody who might have had a good preseason or something like that, and then they just end up wilding out.
Yep.
So I like that, I guess. Prospect hunting.
Prospect.
Trying to get the advantage over someone else.
Well, it gets tough when you're in some of these leagues with like 12-man leagues, and these people, like kind of like fantasy baseball, where that waiver wire is dry 3 weeks in advance, and it becomes real tough. You're like, oh, let me go look at this prospect. You're like, oh, they were picked up 2 weeks ago. Oh, what the shit?
Yeah.
I know. When the season starts, during game day, I wear my Lamar Jackson jersey, and I actually do not wash it for the entire season. It's just kind of a in-season ritual that I have. Preston, do you have any weird pregame rituals, lucky charms, or superstitions, things that you do when the game is on?
Yeah, 100%. I don't sit down when the Bucks are on offense, or if I do, it has to be on the side of the couch, like on the armrest of the side of the couch.
And he is not lying. We lived together, and watching a Bucks game with Preston is so stressful because even if they're up by like 30 points, he's still standing up and pacing, and you can't talk. Like, Preston, you guys got this. There's like 5 minutes left. He's like, no, I've seen us collapse before. I know. And then boom, interception. He's like, see, then we're going to lose this game. And then they end up winning. But he stands up a ton. He paces a ton. And now that he doesn't live with us, you also cannot call him or text him when the game is on, because he won't get back to you until the last second of that game is over.
Yeah. No, I still do that. Even sitting here, I'll just stand and pace around. Probably not the funnest person to be around during a Bucks game, that's for sure.
I know you like to cook, but are any other rituals that you have that I kind of haven't seen? Anything that you take in stride?
No, I think I just wear a Dolphins jersey when they're playing. I think that's about it.
You provide great food for us.
I do.
You do.
I do like to cook some snacks, some football snacks for us. Yeah. I mean, we're watching for, 8 hours?
Hours.
We get hungry.
Commercial-free football, which is not going to happen anymore. Any pre-games for you, Nick? Any lucky charms?
No. That not watching the jersey is crazy to me, actually. So now I'm gonna make sure I spill something on you when I see you.
That's
on a football Sunday, just to see if it's there all year.
It's a black jersey, so
I'll make sure to get on the white.
Yeah, that's what bleach is for.
Oh, I'm sorry that I'm carrying this cup of bleach.
I'm not gonna ruin his jersey, but maybe the bleach. No, pregame. No, I tend to. Lately, it's tough, dude. It's tough to watch. It really is. I try to watch every game, but I'm like, this is terrible. Like we're wasting great talent and on just mediocrity, and I'm just over it.
Mediocrity.
Like, our GM is great sometimes, so we thought, but the draft picks just haven't hit. Most of them.
It has to be tough to be a Colts fan, especially when you had Peyton, when you had Andrew Luck, who retired in his prime, and now you're stuck with
we
Richardson.
ruined Andrew though too. We didn't protect him.
Yep.
Dude has a lacerated spleen. Like, you can't blame the guy for not wanting to play anymore.
Hey, look, it's just like Calvin Johnson with the Lions, retiring early.
Guy got beat up. Like, I'm not mad at Andrew. We should have had a plan in the last 15 years, that like involved wanting to win now. So, and I don't think it's Daniel Jones. I hope he proves me wrong. I just don't see it.
I put together a football themed "Would You Rather," and I put down 8. I was going to ask everybody.
Eat a bullet. I'd rather eat a bullet on all of them.
I was going to read 2, but I'm just going to go around and ask everybody 1, and give me your answer. Would you rather? First one, we're going to go, since we talked about a adjective or verb. What do we talk about? Being mossed. Nick, would you rather get mossed by Randy Moss on national television or truck sticked by Marshawn Lynch on the 1-yard line?
No, mossed all day. I feel like getting truck sticked by Marshawn Lynch is putting me in the hospital.
You'd rather
Like,
get
he's gonna run
nuts on
right
your
through me.
face?
Yeah, sure. Like, yeah, cool. They're not because I'm wearing a helmet. So are they really on my face? Enjoy. Put them wherever you want, Randy. Put them wherever you want.
If you had to suck one dick 10 times or 10 dicks one time.
Irrelevant. That is an irrelevant question for this.
Shout out to
episode.
Brittany.
My
That is an
God.
irrelevant question.
For the background of this joke is after last episode when we had our guest Brittany on, when we cut from recording, we started getting into these obscene scenarios and situations. I don't even remember how we got there, but these questions started coming out, and I was like, "Damn, I wish we recorded that." So we can run it back right now if you want to answer that question. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, here's one for Callie. Would you rather be forced? No, this is for Preston.
Oh.
Would you rather be forced to only watch Bears versus Jets for the rest of your life, or only watch the Pro Bowl?
Bears versus Jets for the rest of my life. The Pro Bowl
Why?
is the most disgusting, most terrible sporting event on this planet. So yeah, are these different seasons, or is this the same Bears Jets game?
It's just for the rest of your life. So the only games you can watch, I don't know.
You only get 2 games a year.
You're getting way too
Basically,
deep
you
into
get
this.
2
but-
games a year.
Okay, yeah.
You get 2 games a year for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'll watch them for the rest of my life. Eventually, I mean, numbers average out. That will be a good game at some point. Could be 50 years from now. But
All right,
the
Callie,
Pro Bowl will never be a good game.
Which
That's
Pro
fair.
Bowl? Like now? Because it's flag football now. I'm good.
No, all Pro Bowls for
They're all
they're all trash.
I
Even
mean,
back in the day,
like the
when
early
they used to hit.
'90s weren't that bad. They actually played.
Pat McAfee,
Well-
truck people,
Yeah.
They played.
another Colts player. Callie, would you rather win the Super Bowl as a third string quarterback who never plays, or would you rather lose in the Super Bowl as the MVP of the game?
I'm gonna go with the Super Bowl.
Win the Super Bowl as the third string quarterback who never plays?
Yeah, I'm still winning a Super Bowl.
How very Blue Mountain State of you.
Ooh, there we go.
We never finished that.
My name's
Nice, right?
Thad.
Yeah, I'll definitely take a.
Yeah,
a
are you
Super Bowl.
super sad?
I don't know. I'd probably take the Super Bowl ring too. Because
Yeah,
Does it matter for your third string?
Well, because you're probably making more money if you're the Super Bowl MVP. You know, you're Lamar Jackson or something.
What's league minimum? What's league minimum right now? 300,000? Like, come on,
I think it's like
400,000.
600.
I think it's
To
like
never see the field.
475, I think.
And I get a ring.
I think that's
Come on.
practice squad. I think practice squad makes like 400,000.
No,
even that, even
no,
better.
no, it's
You're
way
telling
less
me I
than
make
that.
half
It's way
a
less than that.
million?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask 2 more.
I don't know.
Preston, would you rather watch football with Tony Romo calling the plays ahead every game,
840,000.
or with commentators who know absolutely, Joe Buck, nothing about sports?
So, Tony Romo's calling every play ahead.
Every game, yep. You know how he does when you watch a Tony Romo cast, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
they're probably gonna throw the ball here," and then they do it.
Yeah. Or
like
commentators
those.
that know nothing about the game.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll take the Tony Romo because I would be
I
losing my
agree.
gosh damn mind if I'm
Oh,
hearing
yes, you
somebody
would.
trying to like. I'd be freaking out. So yes, I would take. I'll take the Tony Romo.
Yep.
Not a Cowboys fan, but I'll take the Romo experience.
Romo experience. Nick, this kind of is part of your real life right now. Would you rather have the best quarterback in the league with no offensive line, or the best defense in the league with a terrible quarterback, which you tend to have?
Yeah, no. I've had the best quarterback in the league and not an offensive line. And
That's true
it's been
too.
broken.
You have had this.
So I'm gonna go with the defense, because at least there's a chance. Like, if I have a good defense, I could just turn around and hand the ball off 90% of the time.
Yeah.
And as long as we can get in the end zone twice and we win, we can not let them score, we have a shot. But back to league minimum, way more than I thought. 840,000 for rookies, and then it goes up. So 7+, it goes up to 1.25.
See, so look up practice squad because I'm pretty sure they get like
practice squad's like 400 at this point.
Yeah, that's insane.
What?
But that's crazy. So
can we, Jamie, look this up? I thought it was way less.
5 years in, 5 years in, 1.1 with a ring. I'll take that. I'll ride in the pine all day.
I mean, I would love to be a practice squad player. You don't travel for the games. All you do is practice. You get paid almost $500,000. That's insane.
Yeah.
Have we looked this up yet?
Yeah, practice squad is 17,000 per week. That they're on the practice squad because they're not guaranteed.
So what's 17 times 16? 300 and something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so almost probably $400,000. That's crazy. $17,000 a week to practice football.
That would be nice.
All right,
that's it.
Last question. Callie, you're kind of in this situation now with the Dolphins. Would you rather your team win the Super Bowl this year and be terrible for the next 10 years, or be competitive every year but never win?
Ooh. Okay.
Tick. Talk.
Sorry. I'll do the
Tick.
be competitive every year but never win.
I'm taking
the Bills.
The
Bills.
The Bills or the Ravens,
or the Cowboys.
I guess or the Cowboys. Yep, that's better because we have one. So
whatever. How I see it is, I can watch a great game every season.
Participation trophy.
Instead of watching one good game and then we're crappy the rest of the, what you say,
it's
10
only
years?
10 years. It's only 10 years. Look, it's been longer. I would take the 10 years. You get a championship and
I'd take the championship.
And then I might get one at year 11.
Yeah.
I'm
10 years for sure. There's teams that have never won a Super Bowl that have an incredible fan base.
It's like being a Marlins
10
fan.
years all day.
Hey.
Yeah. Who exists? Wait. Hold up. Did she just say, hey? Are you a Marlins fan?
Yeah.
She doesn't know baseball.
That's great. that is great.
I am a Marlins fan.
All right, let's close it out. My prediction is the Ravens beat the Lions in the Super Bowl. Do you guys have any Super Bowl predictions, MVP predictions, disappointments, something you want to leave last? Anybody, go ahead.
Ooh. I think the Bills finally get over that hump. I think the Bills finally get to the Super Bowl.
Get to, but not win.
I don't know. It depends who they play. If they're playing Philly, I don't know.
They're getting worse. The Bills are getting worse.
Maybe. They probably are. You're right.
Anybody
I don't
else
know. I got nothing. Maybe that's my hot take. Bills make the Super Bowl. Hot take.
Callie, Preston.
I don't think I have anything.
I do. Bucks going to win the Super Bowl. 4 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. Baker Mayfield, MVP. All going to Mike Evans.
What's Baker's MVP season look like?
Oh gosh, well, not 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions like Jameis.
So 30 and 15.
If that's what it takes.
If that's what it takes. 30 and 45. If that's what it takes.
Yeah, that's the MVP right there. 30 and 45.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, this
MVP? I don't know. Colts got no hope, man. We are
Super Bowl MVP or league MVP?
I don't
league
care.
MVP.
These are your predictions.
I thought you said Baker was going to be league MVP. You meant Super Bowl.
I think he was saying Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I was saying Super Bowl MVP. Yeah.
Fair.
Obviously, he's not going to throw 45 interceptions in Super Bowl. Okay.
He might.
Very well could, dude. It would be a very bad game.
It would be the
terrible.
worst game of all
It
time.
would be every pass, and they'd probably go for pick sixes.
That
every
would
single
actually
time.
make for an incredible Super Bowl game.
I mean, the
That would-
only logistically the only way it's possible is like
Just
he
45
snaps
pick
the ball
sixes.
45 times and 44
God.
pick sixes.
Well, this was fun. Definitely a different episode. I know we stepped away from mental health a little bit, but maybe the mental health is clearing and talking about something that we love, which football is definitely a passion for all of us. So I appreciate all of you guys. Callie, did you have fun on your first appearance?
I did. Thanks, guys.
I know that you will have you will have an episode at some point, but it was nice to get you on. And Preston, it was good to have you back. Any last words from the Peanut Gallery?
Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Okay. Well, if any part of today's episode hit home, I know football is very relatable, especially fantasy football. Share this with a friend. Tag us at CrodsPod on Instagram. Help us keep this conversation going. The outpour of support has been amazing. It's kind of incredible that we're already at episode 8, almost 2 months into this thing. We drop new episodes every Thursday morning at 8 a.m. We are live on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. So please, if you have a story or a topic, or you just need to vent, keep reaching out. Email us at crodspod@gmail.com. Obviously, we want to hear from you. We are here to talk to or talk for you. As always, our safe space is kind of your outlet. So with that being said, everybody have a great Thursday. And until next time, live fast, eat ass, or just check on your people more often.